People are accusing MrBeast of stealing money from smaller creators, and it's just insane, but how did this even happen? It all started when MrBeast posted his first video on Twitter. It was a re-upload of the older video $1 car versus $100 million car. And even though this video has only been up for 1 week, it already has reached 160 million views. Which is just insane if you ask me, even by MrBeast's standards. And of course, for monetized creators, views mean money, and I can confidently say that MrBeast made quite a lot of money from this video. In total, he made over $250,000 from this re-uploaded video. And people think they found the reason why this video did so well, and that MrBeast has potentially taken money from them. But we'll get back to that later. First, how did this video even do so well? People have been speculating that the video has been made into an advertisement. Now, I personally do not know a lot about Twitter, but as far as my understanding goes, it means that it will be promoted to more people. This would explain the big view count. Yes, MrBeast is a big YouTuber, and on YouTube he pulls these kind of numbers on a regular basis, but for a first video on a new platform, these numbers would be insane. But hey, if someone is gonna pull it off, it would be MrBeast. Now, of course, I wouldn't be talking about these speculations if they weren't be backed by any form of proof. The first argument people have been using for this being an ad is that for some people who haven't updated Twitter in more than a year, it shows a promoted icon. Now, as far as I could find, posts used to have these when they were an advertisement. So this proof does point in the direction that MrBeast's video has been promoted as an advertisement. Also, people have noticed how many times this video actually showed up on their feed. Now, I personally don't really know how the Twitter feed works, but seeing the same video show up for 7 times is quite suspicious. So take these claims with a grain of salt, because I haven't actually seen proof of them showing up 7 times. The second point in this tweet comes with more proof though. The tweet reads, "It is both missing the post time next to the username indicator of a normal user post and an ad indicator on the top right." Which in the picture shown below, you can see that this is true. But the tweet says even more. So there is a third secret type of post you get when you're a YouTuber and Elon wants you to post there. And even though this might sound a bit ridiculous at first, he might have a point. Elon Musk really wants MrBeast to post on X. He has been showing this in tweets after MrBeast actually posted this video. And it isn't very weird to think that Elon Musk boosted MrBeast's video so it would get more views, so it would be more attractive for other content creators to also make content on X. And personally, I wouldn't think this is wrong because it doesn't really have a downside to anyone, they're just both profiting from it. And the last proof before we get to the money stealing stuff is this. The last piece of proof is that when you click on the 3 dots in the top right corner, it will open a menu that it normally opens when you click those dots on an advertisement. Now, what do I think as someone who doesn't use Twitter? I would probably go with the third option actually. Even though it might sound a bit ridiculous at first, it'd be the most logical option. Because it shows some signs of an advertisement, but not all of them. Now, people have been saying that they've been paid less on their views because MrBeast posted their video, and here it gets a bit complicated, so bear with me. So essentially, people looked at how much money MrBeast made from the video and how many views the video actually got. And from there, they found out how much money he made per 1,000 views. And to say that MrBeast made a little bit more than the average person over 1,000 views would be the understatement of the century. Because where the average person made 3 cents per 1,000 views, he made over $1.50. People have also been seeing that they make less money from their views than they usually do. This person here says, "Immediately after I wrote this, my X payout came in. My impressions and replies were doubled during this time frame, and I got less than my previous payout. MrBeast most definitely took half of my payout." Now, I do not know how revenue works on Twitter, but I know on YouTube how much you make actually depends on a lot of factors. And yes, on YouTube views is the biggest, but someone who gets 700,000 views can still make more than someone who gets 1 million. So I wouldn't say that this singular fact actually proves the fact that MrBeast took your money. I also find it interesting that the connection is being laid between he made more money, I got less money, he took my money. There are so many factors at play here that I don't think that the fact that MrBeast got more money and you got less money, that means that he got your money. Now, of course, MrBeast being MrBeast and Twitter being Twitter, he responded. In a tweet, MrBeast wrote, "First video on X made over $250,000. But it is a bit of a facade. Advertisement saw the attention it was getting and bought ads on my video, I think, and thus my revenue per view is probably way higher than what you would experience. And there are the extra factors at play. No, the amount of views you get doesn't always amount to the amount of money you make." MrBeast also made some sort of a second response, but we're gonna go over that in a bit. First, what I actually think is going on. Personally, I think that there is not enough evidence to conclude anything. So yes, I can't say MrBeast didn't take their money, but saying he did with this amount of evidence is just unfair. Also, if any more proof comes out, I will keep you guys up to date with either a community post or a video, so make sure to subscribe. The second response MrBeast made to this entire situation is that he's giving away all the money to 10 people just for fun. Personally, I think he's also partially doing this to de-escalate the situation, though it is also possible that he was already planning on doing this since it isn't really out of character for MrBeast to just give away money for fun. But anyways, I hope you all have a good day. Peace.